Chris says, something some of our listeners may have been keeping an eye on lately was the Bray Studios production sale auction at Eubanks in Surrey. It was held on the 30th of November. Mm-hmm. It was a huge collection of Anderson items that were retrieved from Bray Studios after Dad left at the end of the 1980s.
Yeah.
And it became the property of studio driver Julian Bell. We know Julian was a big fan. He used to buy stuff from the Gerry Anderson store and drop me the occasional email before his sad passing.
Yeah.
Now, among these items were some of the major hero craft from Terrahawks, like Battlehawk, which sold for £11,000.
Crikey.
What's that, $16,000 for our US listeners?
Yeah,
Gosh.
amazing.
Many of the main character puppets from Terrahawks. £2,500 for Mary Faulkner, anyone?
Wow.
So yeah, it was mostly the 80s Anderson stuff, Terrahawks, Dick Spanner, Lieutenant, those adverts, with a handful of Supermarionation era items in there, including the head of Captain Ochre himself.
Right.
Which sold for £19,000.
Just the head?
Just the head, £19,000.
Wow.
What's that, $26,000, something like that? I'm guessing. I'm doing these on the fly.
Yeah, it's very good.
Thank you. Known for my math skills. Many of these
More than
screen
just
used...
spelling.
All right, thank you very much. Many of the screen-used items that went under the hammer are the kinds of things that were always visible on the shows, but not really visible enough to let viewers spot any jokes or references hidden in the details.
Oh, yeah.
So now that those items are out there for fans to enjoy, some bidders are getting to discover those gags for the very first time.
Uh-huh.
Among the Terrahawks items that went up for sale were 2 diplomas seen on the office wall of Sheriff Bull from Terrahawks in 4 episodes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, it's impossible to see in the episodes what they say, even on the Blu-rays. However, thanks to Christopher Dale, we can now reveal what those 2 diplomas actually say. And we're going to reveal what Sheriff Bull presumably spent years studying and training and working hard to achieve.
Okay.
Warning to those of a sensitive nature, but please don't take the first one too seriously. So in chronological order...
Go on.
Certificate the first. This is to certify that Cyrus Bull has completed the Law Enforcement Officers Academy training course in police brutality and has been awarded his gratuitous violence degree with honours, majoring in advanced knee-to-groin technique. This is signed by P.D. something. It almost looks like Darrow, like Paul Darrow.
Right.
And dated September the 13th, 1999.
Hang on.
There's also a little emblem marked GBH there too. So it's not so cute, really. But the other one is a Badwater County diploma awarded to Cyrus Bull to certify that the holder has never seen a Rolls-Royce in Badwater County in over 20 years, dated 12th of June 2020. There's an ongoing gag there for Bull having never seen a Rolls-Royce in Badwater County.
Gotcha.
That one is signed by what looks like M.G. Harris, District Attorney. Now, that's not the M.G. Harris who wrote the Gemini Force One books. That is a coincidence. Detective work, courtesy of Mr. Dale, suggests that it's probably designer Mark Harris, who also designed the Terrahawks logo, was an art director and all sorts of stuff, and is now a very highly regarded art director, having recently done some Star Wars stuff with J.J. Abrams and Dumbo, the recent Dumbo film. So yes, the not seeing a Rolls-Royce thing is a reference to the episode Gunfight at Oki's Corral, where the Terrahawks take Hudson to Badwater County, and because he can change colour, Bull's officers were confused as to how many Rolls-Royces there are in that episode. However, since Bull never actually sees Hudson in the episode, you'll be pleased to know that his 20-year stint of having never seen a Rolls-Royce, which he worked so hard for, is something that he still maintains now. And as for the brutality stuff, we're fairly doubtful that Sheriff Bull has ever had to put that training into practice because... First of all, almost nobody lives in Badwater County. Yeah. And second of all, it would have involved him getting out from his desk, which he never did.
Right, okay. Wow, nice one, though. Nice spot. That's good work.
Well, I mean, I believe that Chris is the proud owner of these items, which is how he's able to tell us that now.
See?
So well done, Chris. And he also picked up the phone from Bull's desk.
Oh, lovely.
But it's amazing how much effort people go to putting in these little visual gags, which you'll probably never see and you wouldn't know about unless we recover things all these years later, like Chris has with these spots. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, we had those police addresses from Space Precinct.
Oh, yes.
Which included Officer Serple.
That's right.
Who lived at Edital House, I remember.
That's right.
Since she was an editor on the series. So, it's funny, these little gags that sort of people put in to please themselves.
Yeah.
I believe there was a UFO one that turned up a few weeks ago as well. Too rude to mention on the podcast, unfortunately.
Okay.
But if you haven't seen that, then maybe just send me a tweet and I'll share the screenshot with you.
Lovely.